All right, let's head over to best screenwriting adapted screenplay because after this we're gonna do best screenwriting original screenplay. So first up, we're doing adapted screenplay and the best screenwriting.
Yeah, I'll just give you one.
Okay,
Dune 2.
Dune 2.
Dune 2.
That's on
Okay,
mine.
Yeah.
respect. I dig that. All right, how about
That
you,
film,
Anthony?
Actually, that's my third, Dune 2.
Okay,
Incredible adaptations, both films. I thought this one was even better than the first Dune. Yeah, Dune 2 for adapted. Um, I forgot my second one, so I'll go straight to my first, which is Sing Sing. Um, incredible work based on an incredible book. Did you read it? Anybody?
I didn't know that was adapted.
I did
I
not.
thought I thought they took it from his biography. Not his, but I can't remember the character names.
You talking about
Guy he's playing, the guy.
Divine G?
Yeah, didn't they? Didn't they take
Hmm.
it from? I might need to. You go, Patrick.
Yeah.
I swear they took it from his book. I'm gonna check that.
All right, for me, we are recording. All right, guys. Best screenwriting adapted screenplay for me. I'm gonna kick it off with Nickel Boys. That's my number three. We've already mentioned it quite a bit. Again, I gave it like the best cinematography nod, but just this film communicating through the camera with the audience, just was an amazing way to do this film, and was truly a cinematic experience for me. Again, it got a lot of love from me this year. Number two, The Wild Robot. If you didn't cry during Wild Robot, and you weren't aware that it was a children's book before they made it this film that just you need to have a box of tissues on, it gets my number two. And number one, Sing Sing. I'm sure this is going to appear quite a bit later on with our list, but that takes a nod for adapted screenplay for me for best screenwriting. Let's head over to original screenplay.
Quickly, I didn't have a number two for adapted, but I do, and that's Nosferatu. Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Robert Eggers. Shout out to Robert
Yes.
Eggers.
Uh, Original screenplay. I am going to throw you for a loop. Number three is Dee Dee, a
I
very
respect you for saying
underseen
that because I
film.
didn't even put DD up there. I
Yeah, a
like that.
very underseen film. Criminally underseen. It wasn't, the studio didn't put anything behind it, and I don't know why, but I thought it was phenomenal. Uh, Another moving film, by the way.
Well said. Yep.
Yeah. Um, my number two, I'm trying to which part do I want to go here? My number two is I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna throw everybody for a loop, but
Beetlejuice.
I mean I mean this from the bottom of my horror movie loving heart. Long Legs. I think
Ooh.
Long Legs, it has this incredible screenplay. I've seen it four times now. It's just an amazing film. It's extremely well written. It doesn't cheese up anything. It really could cheese up that thing, especially with Nicolas Cage in it, who I can't wait till we get to some acting categories. If I may tip my hat,
We're getting there.
show my
Mm.
hand. And number one is Anora.
Respect.
Just, I mean, I don't know how familiar you guys are with John Cassavetes, but it just had his rhythms and the dialogue was naturalistic. It was funny. It was hard edged. It was all the things that human life is. And Honor is my number one.
All right. How about you, Anthony? I mean, John.
Uh, yeah, we're gonna go Honora with I can think of two right now. So Honora would be the number two, and then number one I would give to A Real Pain.
Okay.
That was excellent.
All right. Well, this makes my gateway. That's a good uh throw to me now. Sean Baker for Nora
Honora, cool.
Yeah,
gets my
yeah.
number three. Jesse Eisenberg for Real Pain
Real Pain,
gets my
cool.
number two. Number one, it's got to make its return. Coralie
The
Clargy
substance.
with the substance.
Uh,
Shout out to Curly Fargy. All right, so let's head over from that to best directing. Might see some throwbacks here on this one for me as well. So let me throw it to you, John.
Best directing. So let me go ahead and just throw you guys for a blast for the past here, be a little bit of a troll. So at number three, we have The Beekeeper.
That's a early the
What?
beginning of the year pool
Are
Yeah,
you
for a
yep,
director.
yeah?
yep.
Okay,
I said I was gonna throw it back. I
all
said I
right,
was a little
Good
bit of a
choice.
troll.
I mean,
interesting
it was
choice.
fun. I liked it.
It
Yeah.
was fun.
It
It
was a
was
fun
fun.
film.
It was fun. Show a little bit of love. Haven't mentioned this one. I think Anthony mentioned it once. I'll show some love for Love Lies Bleeding.
I
Yes,
haven't mentioned it yet, but it's
that and
coming.
Bike Riders were my top two for a large part of the year.
Me too.
Really,
Me too.
really. Okay,
Love Lies Bleeding and Bike Riders were fighting for my number one until what will be my number one. Yeah.
Yep.
okay. Um, you know what? That's actually all I can think of right now. So I'll let Love Lies Bleeding be one.
All right,
What about
Anthony.
you, Anthony?
Best direction. Number three. Beetle. No. Number three is The Substance. It's
Oh.
first time on my list. You will see it again. Um, just incredible. I mean, we'll talk about it again. We'll talk about it a few times, I think. So The Substance is number three. This is best direction, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Number two, The Brutalist. Just old school filmmaking at its finest. I complain because I'm an old grouch that everybody wants to cut, 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 cut. You know, this movie had a nice flow. He used long takes. Um, I didn't feel the 3.5 hours. I was enthralled by his direction, visually, dramatically impactful, just great work. And number one, direction. Nosferatu,
I
Robert Eggers.
freaking knew it. I knew it.
Robert Eggers did, I've used this word a lot. I'm going to use it again. An incredible job. He didn't ape the styles of the original Nosferatu nor Herzog's 79 remake. He didn't ape any other kind of Dracula style. It's a whole new vibe, a whole new feel, but it keeps the Dracula vampire myth very much intact. It's a waking, inescapable nightmare, and I mean for the characters and the audience. From the very moment that comes on, Robert Eggers sets this nightmare vision and will not release you from it until the very last shot when the credits roll. It's an incredible job. It's my favorite directing of the year.
All right. I feel that. I respect that. I respect that. Best directing for me. Number three, Sean Baker, writer director on it as well. Writer on it. Gave
Yeah.
him, screenwriting nod. But for Honora, I think he
Oh,
did a great job, directing the film as well. Also, I think I gave him an editing nod. Number two, interview on the channel will be coming up very soon. My interview with Ramel Ross of Nickel Boys. Again, another returning guy. Again, I gave him some
Yeah.
other nods earlier.
Nice.
But Ramel Ross, for what he did with adapting that film to the screen and just the direction, again, and this FPS perspective, Ramel Ross, amazing. And number one, Corley Fargy, The Substance.
Yes.
Again, I fucking love that film.